Guys, so I wanted to do a quick live, and today's discussion is Lipo 360 versus a tummy tuck. Now, this topic is obviously not for women that are slim, medium built, and they just need a little lipo to get rid of some subcutaneous fat. So, I want to talk about us who are plus size women and bigger girls that are forfeiting doing a tummy tuck and instead are opting to go ahead with doing 360 lipo BBL only. Now, I understand that some people may have the opinion that they have not had children, and for some reason they think that having a tummy tuck is the reason why they should not um, do the procedure because they've never had kids. That does not in any way affect your fertility or in the future you getting pregnant and having children, because a tummy tuck and lipo is just under the skin. It's not going under your muscle, your abdominal muscle wall. So that's not affecting, your organs. Unless you go to some crazy reckless doctor and he punches your organs while doing your lipo. That's another topic for another day. However, talking about not wanting to get a tummy tuck when you have, let's say, a lot of skin, a lot of fat under your skin. Your abdominal muscles are what we call diastasis, meaning that they've separated, so you don't have a nice tight, like not six pack, but your stomach is not flat because the muscles are tight. And this is even if you've never had children, because I've never had kids and I needed a tummy tuck because I also had muscle separation with my abdominal muscles. So let me give you guys a couple pointers if you are deciding if you should have lipo or if you should have a tummy tuck. And again, this is for people that are usually plus size bigger women. This is not for the slim women, the skinny girls that just need a little lipo. If you know that you have, and first you need to educate yourself on the difference between subcutaneous fat and visceral fat. So if you have a lot of subcutaneous fat just under your skin, your muscles, your abdominal muscles are separated. So your belly is poking out a lot. And you want, and I get this all the time. People send me their wish pictures and their foundation pictures, and then they tell me this is what I want to look like. And then you see their foundation pictures, and a lot of times they're not going to get what they want to look like based on one round. And I don't know, some people are, hey, Juliana, some people are really super sensitive when it comes to hearing the truth. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to accept it. They want to live in denial or be delusional. If you tell them what they don't want to hear, they think it's fat shaming or you're hating them, or you're being negative. But the truth of the matter is, depending on how you want to look and depending on how you look now, you're not going to be able to get what you want in just one round, especially if you're a plus size person. So if you want that super tiny waist and those hips and that big butt, and that vixen snatched look, getting 360 lipo and you are plus size is not going to give that to you the majority of the time, right? So obviously there are exceptions to rules, but the majority of the time you're not going to get that by doing lipo only. So people that, and let me break it down, people that want the tiny waist, the vixen look, if you get lipo only, and that's the subcutaneous fat that they're removing just under your skin, that is not going to make your waist and let's say your pant size a lot smaller. It's the muscle repair in the tummy tuck. When they pull that abdominal muscles like a corset, right? They use the suture thread and they stitch up your abdominal muscles like a corset, or like if you're lacing up your shoes, your sneakers. That muscle repair and that procedure is what gives you that small, tiny waist. It is not just lipo. Yes, you're going to get lipo and you're going to lose a few inches off your waist, but it's not going to give you that tiny, snatched look that you want. People that are opting to do lipo instead of the tummy tuck and they have, a big belly and there's a lot of fat under there. Let's say it's subcutaneous fat. The doctor, especially if you go to Miami, Juliana said I went from an 8 to a 6. Okay, let me brag for you, Juliana. I went from like a 16, 18 to an 8 after my tummy tuck, if you could believe that, right? So that's another reason why I'm saying if you guys want to get that small, tiny waist, you have to do the muscle repair with the tummy tuck. Lipo is not gonna give you that small, tiny waist. It's not gonna give you that flat abdominal muscle or flat stomach that you want, that a muscle repair and a tummy tuck is going to do. So, and I'm making this live, and I'm going to post this on my social media for you guys to take a look at based on that picture that I just posted on my page. And I got the permission from the doll to discuss opting to do lipo instead of doing a tummy tuck and what the repercussions are. And she's super mad at her surgeon. She went to Miami and she's upset because they did not tell her that she should have received a tummy tuck instead of lipo, right? So they took her money, did the procedure. None of the coordinators, the surgeon, whoever they work with, that gives post-op advice and so forth, or pre-op advice in Miami, told her that no, ma'am, you should be getting a tummy tuck instead of 360 lipo. So this is another thing for you guys to take into consideration, that you may not hear what you want to hear if the person that you're choosing to do your coordinating of your surgery, has your best interest at heart. Because I have people tell me a lot of times, I just want to do lipo. I don't want to do a tummy tuck. I don't want to do a tummy tuck because I've never had children. I've never had children and I needed a tummy tuck too. Right? And for you guys' knowledge, you do not have to have children to get a tummy tuck. Because if you get pregnant, and a lot of girls get pregnant right after they get snatched and they get that tiny waist and they get that vixen look and they get that tummy tuck. They get pregnant right after, including one of my own clients. She got pregnant within weeks after having her tummy tuck. But guess what? You snap back really quick. And you snap back with a nice flat stomach if you don't gain a ridiculously excessive amounts of weight, obviously. And that's because of that fresh muscle repair that they just did. So not having children and saying you don't want to have a tummy tuck, again, it's misinformation in the surgery community, with people giving you guys wrong information, wrong advice. They're not telling you the correct thing, which would be based on, giving you the best results, right? So that's not a reason to not get a tummy tuck because you didn't have children, or because of your age, you're super young and you want to get pregnant in the future. That has nothing to do with it. It really has to do with what kind of results do you want to get and how do you look. And I mean, honestly, for me, plus size woman, you have no business getting 360 lipo BBL and that's it. Oh, I want a fat ass. You're not going to get that snatched Vixen Jessica Rabbit look that you want. Your waist is not going to get super, super small. You're going to have loose skin. A lot of you guys go and get this surgery. You don't get your post-op care. You don't get your massages. And then you end up having fibrosis and seromas, and that skin looks like a hard mass of lumpy cement on your stomach because, again, you didn't get the muscle repair or the tummy tuck to get all that loose skin removed. You just did the lipo only. So now you have like a belly flap of skin hanging over, right? You're not getting the small waist, and now you're stuck with that. So, guys, take into consideration the pros and cons, based on your foundation. If you are a plus size woman, getting just 360 lipo only, opposed to getting a BBL. Opposed to getting a tummy tuck, right? A lot of times, again, people that I have contacting me, they go to Miami and they get plastic surgery in Miami, and then guess what? They wasted that $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, and they have to come right back to the Dominican Republic to get a tummy tuck. And then they say, oh, I regret it. I never should have listened to whoever or whatever. I should have just come to DR and do the tummy tuck, and they did not, right? So, so don't waste that $6,000, $8,000. Do it the right way the first time, which is come to the DR and get snatched. I always tell you guys that my belief is when it comes to plus size women, the Dominican Republic is where you need to go if you want to get snatched. Miami, I feel if you're like maybe a BMI of 28 and less. Colombia, I also feel it's for slim women, and especially I feel like Colombia is a very colorism society, but that's just my opinion. But again, if you're a plus size and you want to be snatched, DR is the place to go. If you're slim and whatever, you can take your chances in Miami. You can take your chances in going to Colombia, especially like Miami. There's like one spa that I follow, and I look at a lot of their clients that are Miami doctor patients, and all these girls, they look like they're a BMI of probably 24, 26, if so much. Like they're all super slim, girls. I don't see any plus size woman, to be very honest, at that spa getting their post-op care. At least the clients that they have, they're all super slim girls. So I hope this helped you guys in some kind of way. I'm going to post it on YouTube. And I guess this is too long for TikTok. So it'll go onto YouTube, and it'll probably go here on IG. So I will talk to you guys later.